Once upon a time, in a small village of Africa, there was a girl named Zola. From a young age, Zola was known for her striking appearance. She had an unusual face, with a crooked nose, large ears, and eyes of different colors, one brown, the other a mesmerizing blue. The villagers often whispered about her, calling her the ugly girl. Despite her appearance, Zola possessed a heart full of kindness, wisdom, and a radiant spirit that shone through her every action. Zola lived with her grandmother, who was the village herbalist. Her grandmother always told her, "Beauty is not in the face, beauty is a light in the heart." Zola held on to these words and never let the villagers' remarks bring her down. She spent her days helping her grandmother gather herbs, caring for the sick, and sharing stories with the children. One day, a traveling prince named Kwame arrived in the village. He was on a journey to find a bride who was not only beautiful but also wise and kind-hearted. The prince announced that he would hold a feast and a series of challenges to find his future queen. The villagers were excited and believed that one of the beautiful maidens from their village would surely win the prince's heart. Zola, curious about the prince and eager to see the festivities, decided to attend the feast. When she arrived, the villagers sneered and whispered behind her back, mocking her for even considering herself worthy of the prince's attention. Undeterred, Zola stayed at the edge of the crowd, watching the festivities with a smile. The first challenge was a test of knowledge. The prince posed a series of riddles, and one by one, the village maidens tried and failed to answer them. When it seemed like no one could solve the riddles, Zola stepped forward. The crowd gasped, and some laughed, but Prince Kwame silenced them with a wave of his hand. Zola answered each riddle with ease, surprising everyone, including the prince. Impressed by her intelligence, Prince Kwame declared her the winner of the first challenge. The villagers murmured in disbelief, but Zola simply bowed and returned to her place. The second challenge was a test of kindness. The prince brought forth a beggar who was in need of food and shelter. The village maidens, concerned with maintaining their appearances, hesitated, not wanting to dirty their hands. Zola, however, stepped forward without hesitation. She offered the beggar her own food and promised to take him to her home, where her grandmother would care for him. Touched by her selflessness, the prince awarded Zola the second challenge as well. The villagers were shocked, and many began to see Zola in a new light. However, some still whispered about her appearance, unable to see past her physical features. The final challenge was a test of beauty, but not in the way the villagers expected. The prince brought out a mirror, and each maiden was asked to look into it and describe what they saw. The maidens, one after another, described their physical beauty, praising their own eyes, lips, and hair. When it was Zola's turn, she looked into the mirror and said, "I see a girl who has faced ridicule and scorn but has never let it dim her spirit. I see a girl who helps those in need, who loves with all her heart, and who is proud of who she is. I see beauty in my strength, my kindness, and my courage." Prince Kwame smiled, for he had finally found what he was looking for. He declared Zola the winner of the final challenge and announced that she would be his bride. The villagers were astonished. They realized that true beauty lies not in one's appearance but in the heart and soul. Zola and Prince Kwame were married in a grand ceremony, and Zola became the beloved queen of the land. She ruled with wisdom and compassion, never forgetting the lessons her grandmother taught her. The villagers, who once mocked her, came to respect and love her for the beautiful person she truly was. And so, the tale of Zola, the ugly beautiful girl became a legend, reminding everyone that real beauty shines from within, and it is the light of a kind heart that truly illuminates the world.